All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, everyone. Another week, another day. It's an interesting Monday to start the week, to say the least. Started off with the New York session red. Ended up making back the money in Globex by the title of the video. You guys know that already. So that's pretty cool. Basically, I mean, all of last week, the beginning of this week, it's been pretty uneventful. I mean, we've gone back and forth in a range. We haven't really done much. So neither has my account. You know what I mean? My account really hasn't done much. We've been scalping back and forth in the range, making some money here and there, giving some back here and there. Just no real momentum in the market. So not seeing any real momentum on my account, obviously, right? So, when the market environment gets better, we'll adapt and we'll capitalize on the environment when it's there. But as of now, it's back and forth in a range, and we just got to play the range until we actually get some momentum in this market. But we got a new month coming up, October. So, could be pretty interesting with the new month. I know everybody thought that September was going to be super weak. Clearly wasn't, right? If you were getting short just based off seasonality, you've been getting crushed, right? That's why I press so hard to tell people to just follow price action, right? Price action never lies. You can never go wrong with price action because it's never going to lie to you, right? Data that is supposed to be bearish or supposed to be bullish, that can influence your trades in a certain way, and it might not actually be what's happening on the charts right then and there, right? So always follow the charts. But without further ado, let's hop into the trades for today, because we were down about $180 at the end of the New York session, and now we're up $294 on the day. So obviously, based on the P&L calendar, it's technically tomorrow already. If you trade in the new session in Globex, it counts it as tomorrow's gains. So either way though, made our money back from today. So I'm happy with that. Let's run through the trades. We initially took some longs. I forget exactly what level. I had a liquidity level there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I had liquidity level right off that 70. We had some previous wicks from previous sessions there, so I was looking for, honestly, just a little scalp to the upside, little 20, 30-point scalp to the upside. We grabbed 5. We ended up scaling some out for gains. I think, scaled all those out for gains. Nothing crazy. Caught like 10 points, 20 points at most. But got a little green there to start the morning. Then we took what was this? I believe these were longs. See, that's the problem with futures, guys. We take so many trades, I forget the exact trades I take. Jeez. We take so many little scalps back and forth. It looks like I was short here off these EMAs for the new low a day. We covered some here. Honestly, guys, it was just back and forth scalping. I tried some longs here. We sold those at 208, bottom at 186. Looks like did we try shorts here? I don't know. Might have tried shorts here. Like, Jesus, we're just going crazy, man. But I mean, honestly, all these back and forth moves, we had some more trades here. Looks like I tried a long, got 2 out, stopped out the rest. Basically just back and forth, and that ended the day $180 red. We got this massive pump into the end of the day. And I had a spot up here. I was anticipating we might, all the boys were long. It was tough. All the boys were long. They like to do what we call window dressing at the end of the month, and that's where they bid the market up right on the last 10, 15, 20 minutes of the market being open on the very last day of the month. They like to rally the market into the close, and that's exactly what we saw today. I was anticipating we might see rejection where we had 30-minute orb for a lower high up here. We didn't end up getting it, so I stopped out of that. Took 5 short, ended up taking like $160 loss on it or something like that. Nothing too crazy. And then Globex opened up. I saw initial rejection that we were getting here. So we ended the New York session, went into after hours here. Then we closed up. I was on a spaces, and I was anticipating, I was looking at the market here, and I was like, okay, if we open up and we're getting instant rejection, I want to be short because they pumped that into the end of day there. And generally, not always, right? You don't just want to blindly do this every time, but generally, from what I've seen after the end of the month like that, they like to pull it back when Globex opens back up. So I was anticipating that they would pull it back. All I wanted to see was that 9 EMA rejection after opening up. That's exactly what we got, right? MNQ opened up. We got that 9 EMA rejection. I was loading shorts, and we caught a nice move down to 214.50. I sold it all, and we're up $294 to start this day. So, I mean, great way to make the money back. I've honestly traded a lot more Globex, I feel like, than New York session lately. But that's also been the environment, right? We've had a lot better trades in Globex. So it's really no surprise that I've made most of my money there on the future side of things. But hopefully, you know, the New York session can pick it up a little bit. We definitely saw a little bit more volatility today, especially with VIX getting over that 17 earlier in the day. But still no follow through on any moves, just a wider range that we're playing with. But that definitely makes it easier to, you know, catch some scalps back and forth. Because even when we're in a range like this, guys, I know it can be annoying. You're not getting continuation on those moves. But once you identify it's a range and you know, like, okay, until I see us break out of this range today, I'm just going to play the range. It becomes fairly simple to play that range. I mean, once you get to the top of the range, I mean, the top of where you had those previous wicks, you got liquidity areas, you got some EMAs sitting up there. I mean, it's not a bad place to be taking shorts, right? And then vice versa on the long. Like today, we were taking longs every time we tested that orb low. Why? Because we were holding orb low all morning, right? Until I actually see a break of it, I'm going to keep trying to long off that, right? And then we saw a break. Jay Powell came in. He started speaking right here, actually, and it pumped the market momentarily into that 233 EMA, the 200 EMA. We saw rejection, and Jay Powell rugged it for a new low a day there outside the orb. And then you can see we came to back test orb, initially saw rejection, right? We ended up getting back through orb and reclaiming it and staying within the range. But on a normal day where we're actually looking for a trend and we're not playing within a range, I mean, that's a very simple play that we all love to play on the Twitter on the Spaces panel, right? Is that break and retest of orb. On any given day, if we were like trendy, this would have rejected orb and made a new low a day, right? Obviously, today wasn't that type of day. That's not what the market environment was. We were in a ranging market, which we expected. It's Monday. We got a lot of data coming out later in the week. We didn't have much data today. We had Powell speaking, which brings volatility, right? So we were kind of expecting this back and forth range, but to be honest, it was in a bigger range than I thought, which is good for us, right? The wider the range, the better for sure. It's just, I really don't mind if the market's ranging, as long as we have a wide enough range to play with, you know? If it's a 10-point range, that's pretty tough to scalp. You can't really be scalping that, you know what I mean? But if you're trading within a 50-point range, I mean, you can scalp in between that range all day long, you know what I mean? So, even you know, today looks like it was around 100-point range, if not more. I mean, we got, if you count the low, then it was a 200-point range-ish, but I mean, this was out of the ordinary. It came out of nowhere, really. I mean, we had an idea that volatility was going to come with Powell speaking, but I mean, still, that move came out of nowhere. It's tough to catch. That's another thing, guys. If you didn't catch like some of the best moves today, don't beat yourself up, please. I mean, it's a tough environment right now. A lot of people are struggling, so if you're out there struggling, don't beat yourself up too much, man. This market environment is tough to trade for anybody. Okay, so just remember that. And don't give away all your money in a range like this, right? Don't go broke when the market's ranging, right? You want to be putting risk on when the market's actually trending. You don't want to go broke when it's ranging like this and then the market finally starts trending, but you don't have any money to buy it, right? That's the worst feeling, and I don't want that for anybody. So when we are caught up in a range like this, if you're not very good at trading it, pump the brakes a little bit. Stay hands off. It's okay. Guys, remember, cash is a position. I know you've probably heard it 1,000 times. I know, but it really is. It really is a position. And I want to drill that into your head, because you don't always need to be trading. You don't always need to take a position on every single trade day, right? And even if you do, let's say you do want to take trades. I mean, if you really have to take trades every single day, when you're not as confident, at least be sizing down, right? At least be taking some size off, taking profits a little quicker, right? Just kind of adjusting to the market environment. Because if you don't, I mean, that's what trading is, right? We have to be adaptable. If we can't adapt with the market, I mean, you're not going to survive, right? So that's what I got for today, guys. Great way to start the week. I mean, I'm happy I made my money back. Let's look at the calendar here. So, I mean, overall, we're still green on both weeks. Not green much last week. We basically didn't make any money. You know what I mean? It was a pretty uneventful week. Market went back and forth all week. But we're starting the week off all right. Total profit of $113. Nothing crazy. Again, until the market environment gets truly better, I'm not going to be putting real size on. So I'm not expecting to have some huge days when the environment's like this. But that's what I got for tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody. Make sure you guys are like and subscribe. We run the stream every single morning, 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you guys are tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you bright and early tomorrow on the stream. So everybody get some sleep. Enjoy the night. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.